The more information that comes out about this whole SBS disaster, the more infuriating this becomes. Such negligence before and after the entire situation. And now, instead of being able to enjoy the awesome stages that were prepared, they're stained knowing how fearful these performers really felt behind the scenes. Like watching Euna, Seunggi, and Solar perform Disney OSTs, knowing Solar fell, sustaining injuries on the red carpet stairs. 감사합니다. 괜찮으세요?
잠시만요. 심하게 너무 잡아주세요.
I didn't get a good look at his face, but shout out to that interviewer who immediately rushed to her aid. As scary as that video looks and sounds, fortunately it seems to be just minor injuries, if anything, at the moment, which unfortunately we cannot say the same for the fourth person who was supposed to be part of this collab stage. Wendy was supposed to join these three talented ladies with her rendition of Speechless from Aladdin. But during an additional rehearsal, I'm guessing there were at least two, Wendy was told to go through this tunnel and onto the stairs that would be lifted at the end of the platform. It turns out the stairs were not lifted in time and basically not there, causing Wendy to lose her balance and fall from 6.5 feet in the air. 2.5 meters. I don't even want to imagine what that scene looks like. Apparently it was chaos right after. She was rushed to the hospital. The Red Velvet members were shocked to hear about it. As of right now, as I'm recording this, it's said that she suffered a fractured hip and wrist on her right side, and her cheekbone is cracked, along with multiple bruises elsewhere on her body. It's said to be at the very least 6 weeks of recovery, but probably even more because the swelling is said to be so bad that doctors can't do a proper examination yet. Now, if you guys weren't angry enough, here's where we get to the part that is going to send you to another level. Because see, accidents happen, and sometimes there are things out of our control. There's nobody to blame. This is not one of those situations at all. Because prior to this incident, during BTS's rehearsal the day before, it was already noted that something was off with the installation and they were supposed to look into it. But despite knowing that, when Wendy was instructed to go through the tunnel, the appropriate fluorescent markings that were supposed to guide her were not placed at the right spots. And even before BTS's rehearsal, where something wrong was already found, after Twice's rehearsal, it was said that they and Chang'ao were scared because the stage was shaky and unstable. So, what did SBS do with all of these concerns and warning signs? They still made the performers go up the second floor knowing that they were all anxious and afraid to do so. And for good reason, you can go and find so many clips of idols slipping and falling yesterday. Even the little girl who was performing with BTS slipped and fell during the pre-recording, and they still didn't do anything about it. Dispatch revealed how insensitive SBS reacted to the situation, and you can tell that by their first apology, which was just, something unfortunate happened, sorry to the viewers that Red Velvet can't be here, hopefully Wendy gets better soon and we'll pay attention next time. But will you though? It baffles me with all of the in-your-face signs this year that no precautions were taken. This is why fans were mad at your empty apology, especially after you tried to save your butt by blaming it on the outsourced stage crew, which should have been properly inspected anyway. And because all these things were exposed and fans were outraged, sending this to the top of the online chatter, then SBS released another apology, this time actually apologizing to Wendy, Red Velvet, her family, fans. The director of SBS's entertainment division and staff are said to be working with SM to provide adequate treatment for Wendy. In this apology, they also said that after the accident took place, the staff blocked the area and they're doing an internal investigation. So it's you investigating yourself. Am I crazy? Or should we not trust them investigating their own lack of incompetence? SBS's reaction and response to this reveals how a preventable accident like this happened in the first place. Things go wrong, yes, but this was easily avoided days prior, maybe even weeks prior, with the proper inspection. And we haven't even touched on this whole allegation of them taking back the tickets from Red Velvet fans. The song was smashing too, so they were about to have an amazing promotional period. But I hope at least Wendy saw the outpouring of love from fans of every fandom. I think we see Wendy as the type to blame herself, and it was great to see messages telling her it was going to be okay, and she should definitely take as much time as she needs. The least we can say is that the incident united all the fandoms on Christmas, but it had to be at the expense of what could have been a potentially career-ending fall. I don't know what they could do at this point that could make up for all of this. Hopefully we just get to see Wendy smiling soon.
Of course we do love you. Of course I do love you. I do love you. I do love everyone.